Welcome to another Real Hair Talk with Travis and Friends. And we're here today at the beautiful Purple Door Salon, located in Atlanta, Georgia, owned by Jamil McDowell and Dwight Eubanks. Let's bring out the man himself, Mr. Travis Dowdy, stylist and owner of Travis Dowdy's products. How you doing?
How you doing, Sandy?
I'm doing great.
Nice to see you
Nice to
again.
see you.
How you guys doing? We got a lot of questions via Facebook, Twitter. So you know I had to do it with some friends of mine. I got some special guests with me this time. You guys gonna enjoy the show. We're trying to get to all your questions. So no further ado, let's bring out a few of my friends. We got Deshonica Green and Miss Mary Ware.
Welcome, ladies. Welcome. Hi.
What's up, Deshonica?
Hey, how are you, Mary? Hey,
Hey,
How are
Travis.
you?
I gotta do some things.
So I'm Deshonica Green of DS's Hair Studio.
I'm Mary Ware of the Red Carpet Hair Studio.com.
.com in there. So these are a few of my friends. I've been working with Deshonica for years. She's actually a lead educator for Design Essential. I worked with Mary for a couple of years as well at DOS Salon in Lenox Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. She does all types of hair, Black, Asian, Greek, it doesn't matter, she can do it. So without any further ado, I got a very special friend of mine, Mr. Dwight Eubanks gonna join us, so put your hands together and welcome my friend.
Dwight.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Purple Door. It's good to have all of you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What is it to tell?
I know, we know who you are, but just let the world know.
Well, I've been in the industry for a very long time, for over 30 years. The Purple Door is celebrating 25 years in the industry. We've been at this location for 8 years. It's been a wonderful journey.
Well, let's jump right into some questions, guys. We got a lot of questions,
Right.
and we got a lot of answers.
Okay.
Okay, our first question. How can I get my hair to grow faster? This person wants to know. I mean, there's not like some Jack and the Beanstalk where you just put like a seed in your hair and your hair just grows fast. I mean, how can people get their hair to grow faster?
Well, I don't know if you could use the term faster because the hair grows at a certain rate and within a certain period of time. With textured hair such as African American hair, such as our hair, it grows at least a quarter of an inch a month. And so there are vitamin supplements you can do to strengthen the hair, but as far as trying to get it grow faster, it depends on the hair itself. The depth of that hair follicle to determine the length it's going to grow are just a lot of contributing factors. So.
Dwight had a very interesting.
Well, I always recommend more sex. And well, it helps with the skin. You know, the more sex you have, the better your skin is going to glow. So it has to help the hair some kind of way.
Absolutely. And I agree.
That's my philosophy.
No, I agree.
Try it and tell me what you think next time.
Try it and make your comments and let us know what you think about it. Deshonica, anything?
I feel like it's when you get the hair, when it's healthy and it grows out, just make sure that you're maintaining it. So following the instructions of your maintenance products, your retail products. So when you leave the salon, you can keep it healthy, like Dwight said, keep that moisture balance, making sure that you wrap your hair at night. Exercise is so important, and your leafy green vegetables.
How damaging are chemical relaxers? Does chemical relaxers damage hair? How damaging can chemical
It
relaxers be?
depends on who's doing it.
Who's
If you're going to a professional and allow the professional to do your hair, it's no problems. But when you do it at home, I can't recommend that. I don't recommend that. First of all, you can't control the product. So therefore, you're going to overlap. And then, you know, you're probably going to start in the front, which is the worst place to start because the hair is going to be more resistant in the back. So my recommendation is to go to a professional and get it done professionally.
And I feel like relaxers are you're using it for maintenance. Do not relax over. My opinion is 65%, no more than 85% straight. Just leaving some texture in your hair because if it's too straight from the foundation, it's the minute you start blowing and flat ironing, it has nowhere to expand, so it's going to break.
Absolutely.
So it's not the relaxer, it's the person that's doing it.
Absolutely.
You know, professional or non-professional. There's a lot of professionals out there that has no clue on how to put on a proper relaxer.
Absolutely. So, all right.
Well, first of all, in our industry, we got a lot of stylists out here doing hair without a license who
Right.
have no training. So that's a lot of problem right there. So my recommendation is to check, just go online and check and see if your stylist is registered with the state board, and it's there to know if they have ever been to a school. So therefore, you got to keep the profession. It's just like going to a gynecologist who has never gone to medical school.
It's an art to laying a relaxer. And when you see things go on, such as combing a relaxer through the hair, my suggestion to you is you get up and run.
Oh, I've seen that.
Because that is,
Is blow drying and pressing too much heat for my natural hair? And this question is coming from Heather Bland. I mean, I love heat. I don't know what I would do without it if I couldn't like just blow dry and press out my hair. I know it's not good to do it all the time, but I live by the heat.
Well, I do your hair.
Yeah, of course. And-
Well,
we live by
again, that's one of those questions. What's too much? You know, and then a lot of my clients that try to maintain their hair in between coming to salon, they're using the hot, golden hot curling iron. So naturally, if you use that curling iron that has been plugged in for a few minutes and you don't cool the temperature down, you put that in the front of your hair, that's going to always burn your hair faster. So you got to be able to know the control of the temperature of the heat that you're using. I don't recommend going from wet to blow drying the hair straight. And it's just too much tear and pressure on the hair. And the hair can only take so much. And again, you got to use professional conditioners. You know, it's all about what you take away from Mother Nature. You can't rob Mother Nature because she's a bitch. When you try to rob her or try to cheapen her, she's going to destroy it. You know, so whatever you take out of the hair, you got to put it back in. And not just using mayonnaise or some eggs or something, home remedy things that people are doing in salons that I hear about. Not, of course, our salons don't do those kinds of things because we use professional products.
Foundation is your cleansing and your conditioning, just as you said, and then the type of tools you use. You want to use tools that infuse moisture into the hair to make sure that you're not drying, because the leading cause of breakage is dryness. So if you over dry the hair, no matter what type of tools you use, you're gonna break off your hair. So make sure that from your conditioners, if you need moisture, use moisture, and if you need protein, use protein. But you have to understand the hair.
yes.
Fine hair needs more protein, and coarse hair needs more moisture. So identify that.
Question, I guess it's the tools that you use, the texture that you're working with, and knowing how to control those tools. So
And again, that comes from going to a professional and explaining these kinds of things in your consultations. So in between coming to your salon, or your stylist should be explaining to you what kinds of tools you should be using, the temperature that your hair would require. And it's education.
yeah, because I know stylists that it's not me. I don't do this. Now, I don't do it, but I know some stylists, man, keep that iron at 450. They just keep it there.
You can't. It doesn't work for
It
everybody.
depends.
work for everybody.
But
I don't do it. Did I make that clear? I don't do that.
But it depends. It depends.
Well, some of the texture needs that 500. You know, some of them need 500. You know, when you really got that coupe to the hair. I mean, that 200, 300 not gonna do nothing but look at you and say, "What the hell are you doing to my hair?" And it's just gonna revert. It's not gonna do anything to it. But in most cases, and again, you got to take it in the fact that I find that my vegan clients and my natural earthy clients, their hair is a whole different ballgame, you know, because they don't have that natural protein from the meat. They're just eating vegetables. So it's a little bit more resistant, and it's more resistant. So again, you got to take all of those sorts of things into the intake of what your hair can and cannot do.
Can I press my natural, is there such thing as pressing my natural hair too much? That still follows the same question.
Can I answer that question?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. When you're talking, it comes back to instruments, and there's something now that we're using that's came out of maybe about 10 years ago called ionic technology. And ionic technology, as far as far infrared, is taking tourmaline, which is a natural precious gem that's been grounded into a powder, and then it is infused inside of your ceramic and what's that other one? No, titanium. Your titanium plates. And so when you're using those metals, then your hair is protected a lot more than using just your standard cast iron type of heating instruments, because far infrared is a rapid heat that infuses that heat into the hair from the inside out. So it smooths that hair very quickly. And then it smooths it, straightens it, it seals up that cuticle, and it also produces shine and body, giving that hair a nice supple movement with little effort.
So you don't have to press it out as much.
You
right?
don't have to
Yeah.
press it out anymore. That's the point. You don't have to use. It's because we are as good as the instruments that we use. You know, I mean, we can work harder, but it won't be smarter.
But again, and you got to educate your clients.
Absolutely.
How to use the
Absolutely,
products. You know, if
absolutely.
you're gonna go out, because everybody, and you can buy them at Marshall's and different
Yeah.
stores, the flat irons. But if you don't have a conversation with your clients about what they're doing in between of coming to the salon, everything else is obsolete.
Absolutely.
So it goes back to the professional being professional.
You gotta know your tools, and if you're using flat irons that you got 10 years ago, you know, just go invest in you a nice updated flat iron. And like you said, you got the ionic technology. The best way, the simplest way to describe it is like a basketball going into like a tennis net. You know, back in the day, you just evaporate that water from your hair, and it just evaporates. With the ionic technology, what it does is it breaks that basketball up into marbles, and like marbles shooting through the tennis net. So it's actually putting that moisture back into your hair shape. So that's a layman's way of explaining the ionic technology, Deshonica. So I mean, you work with tools, and
Yeah, and what I do find is clients that like to have we say wash and go look, they want to scrunch it up and wear it curly and actually keep the integrity of your curl. I don't think that you should flat iron your hair every day, because it is going to give that curl a little bit more softness, and those are the clients that end up their edges are more straight and their inside has a little bit more texture. So I would say be mindful of that if they really want to be able to keep the integrity of their curl.
oh, so the more you straighten your hair, the more it becomes straighter.
Exactly.
So if you don't want to lose all your texture,
Exactly.
you know.
If you want to be that wash and go girl or that textured client one day and straight the next, just be mindful.
So what you mean by texture, though? Tell them what you mean by texture client.
Basically, when your natural curl pattern, where you're scrunching and just letting it go, the wash and wear type of hair, or the ones that are two-strand twisting one day and then you like to go back and flat iron it the next, that type of client.
So they want to be mindful how much
how
they
much they
straighten their
Right,
hair.
because they like the versatility.
Yeah.
So,
So they can maintain that versatility and have options.
exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't do two-strand twists. Don't know how to do them.
Send them
I'm
on to
trying
me,
to
child.
learn how
Send them
to
on
do
to,
it.
to me.
I'm going to send them to Deshonica.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the chakra. Okay. Can I color my hair safely if I have a relaxer? And this question is coming from Lynn Cage. She would like to know, can she color her hair safely and still be able to get a relaxer?
Why are y'all always looking at me?
Because you are the
You know, I don't recommend my clients coloring their hair, period. You know, I just don't.
So if you're going to do it at home, you recommend like what they would call a rinse. I don't even do rinse. Do they even still sell rinses?
Somebody
No.
does.
Somebody still sells them.
They still do sell rinses.
Who
but-
still use a rinse in 2011?
Oh, you know, the jazzing from the Clever collection is a good product, but again, it's messy.
But is that a semi-permanent or a rinse?
It's semi. It's semi.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
still use rinses?
Yeah, but it's, you know, there are your direct dyes, which are your jazzens and your beautiful browns that, you know, you don't mix, they don't interact or intermix colors. But if you're going to use more like a permanent to a demi to a semi-permanent color, you can use, it's best to use on relaxed hair to use ammonia-free.
It's
Ammonia-free.
safer.
Yes, much safer. And my suggestion, if you're going to go into like your dual, triple processes, like your color, single process color, and then come back in there with a highlight or something.
Nah, we ain't doing all that.
No,
Stay
I'm
away
just
from
saying.
all
No,
that.
I'm just saying.
Those are the people that aren't going to have any hair.
But
You know,
they're
those
just-
are the ones that's going to have to come back eventually. They're going to have to get a weave or
Absolutely.
a wig.
Oh,
But
wait,
you have
Because
to
you're
know.
not going to have any hair.
No, you're not.
You know, and you look at a lot of people that have done it and trial and error, their hair is gone.
Absolutely.
You know, and a lot of them, the hairline follicles are burnt out.
Yes.
You know, and it's not coming back. And if you're just talking about a look, a fad, or a face, you're going to the wrong person.
Absolutely.
If you want to change their hair every week from color to color to texture, it's too much.
Way too
It's hair. Those are the clients that need to get some commercial hair. That way you can do all of that with it, and it doesn't matter. Just braid your hair up if you have some left, and just that's who the fashion looks are for. But if you want to wear your hair, natural hair, you know, it's a whole different ball.
Yeah.
So you have to go into a product that is designed especially for women of color.
I like that Travis Dowdy hair care product.
Oh, yes.
Well, you know, it's a product that
I
was
like that.
designed from a man of color. So, I mean, he knows what the needs of a woman of color is.
That was just a little shameless plug.
But
Y'all got to forgive me.
realistically, you know, that's true. You
Thank
know,
you, sir.
but a lot of these designers and what have you, they tell you they didn't design for us. You know, so they don't really put money back into our community. So therefore, they don't really care. Yeah, they like for you to buy Gucci and Vuitton and all those brands, but they're quick to tell you we didn't design these brands for you. You know, but we want your dollars, but we don't really want you to have our products. But we're running and kicking the doors down. But we got to educate ourselves and educate our community about what's going on in our community.
And that goes back to because the question was about can they have a relaxer and color. I just feel like it goes back to you cannot have a bone straight relaxer. You can't be in the bathroom sneaking and smoothing your edges and then you want high lift color. You have to either choose or that relaxer now, that 65% needs to go to 40 to 50%, and then you could explore color. But having the both and both of them too much, that's where you're definitely going to get the breakage.
So we need to just go to a professional.
Absolutely.
You can safely have a color and a relaxer. Who has that question? Lynn? Lynn, you can safely have a color and a relaxer, but definitely make sure you go to your professional.
Absolutely. And stay away from box colors.
And stay away from home stuff
Yes.
when it comes to chemicals, period.
Absolutely.
You know, it's,
We have one last question, and this question is coming from Lakita Ford. How often should you shampoo your hair?
Every day. At least once a week. At least once a week. Yeah.
I find that, you know, personally, the longer I go without washing my hair, like, I feel like it looks better, and it just starts to, like, you know,
I was getting ready to say, a
hold
lot of
it.
consumers feel that way. I was going to ask you, how do you feel?
The first day when I get my hair done, it's gorgeous, of course, but it's like after that week, it's like, wow, it's really just.
Because it's getting a buildup on it, and so therefore when you get that buildup, but after a certain period of time, then it becomes oily, heavy, and gooky. So that's why after a week, it's very good to shampoo that hair, because if you get like 2 or 3 days down the road, it's like, oh man,
Yeah, it's
awesome.
really.
Yes.
but also now, let me address this. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this with the weave clients.
Okay.
They get the weeds and they think they can go 2 months without getting a hair shampoo.
Oh.
Weave client has been miseducated and misled somehow to think that I can just put a weave in my hair and just go. I can go for 6 months, 3 months without doing anything to my hair. That's like not washing your ass for 2 weeks. You know, that's some real funk. And then you got to understand why you can't keep a man in your bed and his head is right here next to your head and he's smelling that funky hair. You know, that's just nasty. You cannot do that.
But how long do you have to unbraid it and take it like from the beginning?
I say every 8 to 10 weeks.
And
Yes.
just retake it loose, because
Yes.
you got to realize you can only get down into that braided hair so much.
Yeah,
I don't
and
care
that-
how much
and after
shampoo you
that-
put in there, how much sea breeze, peroxide,
And that new growth will start
ammonia.
locking on you.
Right.
You
And
know.
So-
that salt in your sweat. The ladies that work out and
It's-
they sweat a lot, or if you're more seasoned client, if you have a lot of sweat in your hair, that's salt, so it's going to dry it out. Now you're going to have more breakage. So you can shampoo it every day if you want. Just make sure you replenish everything you've taken out. Make sure you replenish it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm looking for some clients to practice weave on, so anybody that want me to practice on them,
No,
just,
thank you.
I want to practice, I need to learn.
He needs a guinea pig,
Yeah,
guys.
so every week though, I
Any
advise
takers?
my clients every week to get your hair shampooed. It's just not,
Yes.
it's not nice, it's not cute, it's not cute at all.
Shampoo your ass.
What?
Okay. How often do you brush your teeth? Okay. How often? And not only that.
I hope we answered the shampoo question. Please, Deshonica, got anything you want to add?
So every day, huh?
Yes.
Even I don't
Not
like to wash
every
my
day.
hair every day.
Not every day. That's more on the Caucasian end.
At least once a week.
Just once a week. At least shampoo your hair at least once a week.
Yes.
I mean, I know you don't want to go sit in the salon, and people stop having clients sit in the salon all day. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
So,
subject.
it's been real fun, real talk with my friends here. We got Deshonica, Mary,
Yes.
and the infamous Dwight Eubanks. Let them sign themselves out.
Where can we contact you guys at?
Again, the Essence Hair Studio, located at 6600 Roswell Road in Sandy Springs, Georgia.
And I'm Mary Ware from the redcarpethairstudio.com. I'm 5111 Hammond Drive, and right across the street from Perimeter Mall in Dunwoody. And you can go to my website. That's the redcarpethairstudio.com.
But of course, we're here at the Purple Door Salon, located at 321 Edgewood Avenue in the historical Edgewood, Atlanta, Georgia area. The website is purpledoorsalon at bellsouth.net. The phone number is 404-222-9553. Good evening and good night. Back to you, Travis.
Well done, Mike.
Was that a commercial?
That was a commercial. That's why he's my boy. But thank you, Sandy. We want to thank our lovely host once again. We appreciate your questions. Keep them coming. And till the next time.